Hello, today's August 30th, 2025, and we have some breaking headlines that we're going to take a look at together so that we can all see it for ourselves. First one here coming out of apnews.com, two Kentucky deputies shot while serving a warrant. Suspect then took his own life, authorities say. The article continues, two Kentucky sheriff deputies were shot by a man while serving a warrant at an apartment, and the man then took his own life, authorities said. The Boone County Sheriff's Office said in a statement that the deputies were in stable condition at a hospital Friday with multiple gunshot wounds. Both were expected to fully recover. The deputies served the warrant Thursday night at an apartment near Walton, about 20 miles south of Cincinnati. After confirming that the man they were seeking was inside, they breached the front door, only to come under fire, according to the sheriff's office. The deputies were rushed to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center. Police called a SWAT team to the home as the man barricaded himself inside the sheriff's office. After evacuating neighboring units, the SWAT team fired gas canisters into the apartment and then sent in a drone which located the man on the floor in a second-story bedroom. Officers determined that the 39-year-old died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. No one else was in the apartment. The sheriff's office said the two deputies were in good spirits and on a pathway to be discharged from the hospital in a few days. So this is coming out of Kentucky. It looks like two deputies were shot while serving this warrant. Truly tragic, disturbing news when something turns out this way. Our next headline reads, murdered girl 10 years old jumped from a window in a bid to escape wicked stepmom's sick torture regimen, says cops. Let's have a look at this clip.
She's been running away for the last 3 or 4 weeks since we've been here.
Okay.
She ran away this morning. We went out and tried to find her, and our neighbor found her.
What time this morning?
We got up about 9:30, so it would have been close to 10:30.
So you guys saw her the night before?
Yeah. We all sleep in the same building.
Okay. And then, so you said she ran around that morning, and you guys were trying to find her?
This morning. This morning.
And you guys went out trying to find her, and then your neighbors found her?
Neighbor found her, yeah.
Okay, what were they doing down there? How'd they find her?
They were on quads.
They were on their quads, okay. And then they brought her to you?
Yeah.
At your house?
Yeah. Well, it's technically was my great uncle's. He died recently, so we moved in there.
Okay.
So that's kind of how people know us up there.
Did she have any signs of life when she got brought to you?
She was almost basically like this. She was slightly responsive. She was still breathing on her own.
What do you explain to me what you mean responsive?
Like she was just breathing on her own.
Breathing on her own?
That was about
Okay.
it. And then as we were driving this way, started seeing color change in her lips.
And there you have it, guys. A response from what looks like to be her father, saying they were looking for her in the early hours of the morning and could not find her. The article continues here from Daily Mail. A 10-year-old jumped from a 2-story window in a bid to escape her stepmom and dad before she was ultimately tortured to death, it says, according to police. Rebecca Baptiste was found unresponsive on a highway in Holbrook, Arizona, in July after allegedly enduring months of abuse at the hands of her parents. Truly devastating. She was rushed to the hospital where she died days later from a non-accidental trauma. Doctors said the little girl showed signs of sexual abuse and had severe bruising throughout her body, as well as possible cigarette burns to her back and missing chunks of hair. Her father, Richard Baptiste, 32, and his girlfriend, Annika Woods, 29, were arrested and charged with first-degree murder and child abuse. Prosecutors described the horrific physical and sexual abuse Rebecca allegedly suffered in the lead-up to her death. The abuse became so bad that Rebecca ran away from her home several times, including once when she jumped out of a second-story window at their apartment in Phoenix, according to court documents. In body cam footage of the moment police found Rebecca unresponsive on the highway, Woods was seen telling officers about the little girl's escape attempt. And there you have a photo still of little Rebecca Baptiste, 10 years old, died after they say she was being tortured by her father and his girlfriend. No words. Photo of the father pictured, charged with first-degree murder, along with his girlfriend. Tragic. She just ran away before we came up here, the article continues. That one was super scary, Wood said. She kicked out a screen and jumped out of a good 2-story window a week before we moved here. Prosecutors said Rebecca was running to a well to try to get water and find someone who could help her. Before Rebecca's death, Baptiste and Woods put her and her younger siblings, aged 8 to 6, through brutal exercise as punishment, including laps and planks around their home, according to officials. Teachers at the school Rebecca and her siblings attended until May saw the signs of abuse, but the children would make up stories to protect their parents when asked, according to court documents. For instance, it says, the 8-year-old said he got scratched on the neck because he did not clean up, and the following day, the 6-year-old changed his story completely, stating, his mom didn't scratch him because he wasn't cleaning. It was because he was playing outside, and he was falling, and mom tried catching him, court's documents show. Prosecutors allege Baptiste and Woods admitted to hitting the children. Baptiste said he hit Rebecca with the belt approximately 10 times with a pain level between 1 to 10 at a 7, and said he used excessive force. The Arizona Department of Child Safety had received dozens of complaints dating back to 2015 about Baptiste and Woods and was investigating them when Rebecca died. Rebecca and her siblings had been removed from Baptiste's home at least once in the past, but he then regained custody. The family moved to Phoenix, to a rural area of Apache County, about 200 miles north, 3 weeks before Rebecca's alleged murder. They were reportedly living in a yurt without reliable electricity and no shower. So there you have it, guys. A sad end to this tragic story of abuse. And just to let you know, there are places you can go if you are a victim or know anyone that's suffering this type of abuse. And here we're going to continue with our next headline. New York City Central Park playground is being overrun, it says, by brazen rats who even raid baby carriages, says the parents. And this is coming out of the New York Post. Let's have a look at this short clip here. have it, guys. You can see the rats for yourself. They seem to be unafraid of people, even more so than previously thought. The article continues here. Central Park is turning into a squeak show. New York City is losing the rat war in the iconic green space, where the vermin are so brazen they routinely raid baby strollers for snacks at a besieged playground for toddlers, the Post found. And after the rotating posse of at least a dozen guinea pig-sized rats is done ransacking strollers at Tarkani Tots Playground at West 67th Street, some will defiantly frolic by the jungle gym near young kids, disgusted parents told the Post. And there we have a still of one of the rats on what looks to be a wheel of a baby stroller or some kind of carriage. It says the vermin are so brazen they routinely raid baby strollers for snacks at the besieged playground for toddlers, the Post found. Every single day that I go to play with my son, there will be 1, 2, 3 rats scurrying around and even jumping in an area where our kids are eating their snacks. They have no shame, said Upper West Side mom of a 3-year-old son. Myers, 48, is saying the scariest part about the invasion is that the rats could end up in our homes. Might be something you should worry about. And it continues, it's disgusting. I'm actually quite nervous for my child to be playing here because rats carry diseases and whatnot. One brave mom last week snapped a revolting photo of a beady-eyed interloper casually sitting on a carriage wheel after gobbling whatever snacks it could find in the stroller. And there we have some stills. As you see, they are extremely close in proximity to the people who are at that playground. So this looks like to be a growing problem in the city of New York, Central Park, and it looks like they're going to be doing something about this soon. Well, hopefully they are, because there's been a lot of complaints. It's saying so far in 2025, New York City has received 6,614 rat complaints in Manhattan, slightly less than the 6,973 at this point last year, and 3,855 calls about rodent sightings, down from the 3,934 during the same period in 2024. Mayor Adams has made it his mission to eradicate the city's rodent problems, hiring a 170,000 a year rat Caesar in 2023, establishing a more than 877,000 rat death squad in 2024 to gas the creatures, and requiring property owners to purchase supposedly rodent-proof containerized trash bins. So they are doing something about this situation, it seems, but as the article says, the war on rats has been a losing battle. All I have for today, guys. Feel free to like, subscribe, and why not leave a comment if you like. Have a great Saturday, and take care.